What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dorian Show. I was feeling lazy about doing this podcast this week. I almost skipped it, but I was reminded by the 5 fans I have that listens to this podcast. 10 total, right? 5 on Spotify, 5 here on YouTube. I just can't say no. I just had to come do a podcast today for you guys. So it was a crazy weekend, right? Today is Juneteenth. We have Father's Day. What else happens? Well, let's see. Our president fell off his bike. And it's okay. It doesn't matter at all. Who cares? People are saying that, oh no, Biden is so old. This is just another proof of that. He's out of his mind. He can't run this country. It's a president's very important. And I'm like, is the president really important in this country? I'm sure he's kind of important, but if you guys remember what happened with the previous presidency, we got like a giant reality TV star as our president. And guess what? It really wasn't that bad if you think about it. This guy just goes up there and says crazy things. But yeah, nothing happened. I mean, the pandemic happened, but really, did he bring the Rona here? I don't know. Maybe he did. But yeah, the truth is the president almost doesn't matter in the United States. And it only took me like 30 something years to figure it out. Like since I was aware, I think I was alive when maybe Bush Sr. was president. I don't know. I think Bill Clinton was alive then. And yeah, dude, things don't really change from day to day for me. You know what I mean? Like, sure, there's some there's Obamacare now. The what do you call it? Blanking it. The Supreme Court is trying to repeal or reverse Roe v. Wade. So those are the 2 craziest things happening. And gay marriage. So I think those are the only 3 things that happened in the past 30 years. And these are all about like civil rights. And that's very important, but like it doesn't really affect me personally. I hate to say it, but that's true. And being able to get married, is that a big deal? I guess being able to add your significant other onto your medical is a big deal. And but that's about it. Who wants to get married anyways? You just get married. Why can't people just get married? Why does the government need to be involved? I don't know. But let's just jump back to Biden. They say Biden's too old. He's out of his mind. He can't even ride a bike. How is he going to run this country? And let me tell you, I think we're doing pretty damn well, if you ask me. I think, if anything, our presidents need to get older so, all the other countries can have a chance, to compete with number 1, USA. You know what I mean? Like, this is the last couple of presidents we have, Biden and Trump. They're kind of like a handicap for the other countries. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to make it easier for them. So yeah, I'm not worried. I mean, Biden falling is probably the least important thing right now in our country. You know what I mean? We're basically observing a recession. I think it's happened already, but like it had like the recession, the stock markets react faster than what do you call it? Like real life, because it's forward-looking, future-looking. So when the stock market drops, the recession is going to come. It just takes a little longer. And we're all just here witnessing it. And we're just like, oh no, the president fell. But it's okay. We can't do anything about it. We're all on a slow car crash, right? We see a high tsunami coming our way and we're just out here just doing nothing about it. Because we've realized there's nothing we could do except to just wait for our certain death. Is that morbid? I don't know. Since we're at this topic, let's talk about the real story over the weekend. Bitcoin fell under $20,000 for the first time since crossing that mark, I guess, or in a long time, since the last couple of years, fell under $20,000. And the price of Ethereum went down went down below $1,000, and this whole crypto space is exploding, imploding, I guess, because exploding is good, I guess, right? When people talk about crypto, but they're imploding, everything's getting destroyed, and yeah, it's really funny. Just 6 months ago, everybody is like hyping up crypto. We got NFTs, we got the apes yacht club, we got all these people shilling out shit coins, and everybody's making a lot of money. But now it's starting to like companies are collapsing, prices of Bitcoin are falling, Ethereum's falling, and all of a sudden people are like, dude, is crypto all a scam? It might be, I don't know. I tend to still like Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin has already like reached into the minds of like so many people that a lot of people already know about Bitcoin. There's already buy-in, okay? Like Bitcoin is kind of like Santa Claus, you know what I mean? It might be fake, but it's already in our society's minds that people just believe it, you know what I mean? Like we know it's probably a fake currency. Honestly, honest to God, people, my 5 listeners might hate this or don't care. I don't know who you guys are, honestly, besides I'm guessing one of them, at least one of you guys actually know me in real life. You know, people think that Bitcoin is like it's like digital gold. It's better than gold because you can't find new supply of it. So with supply and demand, it's the best it's the best currency against inflation. But guess what? You can't buy anything with Bitcoin yet. Sure, you could. Some guy bought pizza, Chamath, some billionaire Indian dude bought like some land, I guess, with Bitcoin. But it's like the transactions are so small and it's so infrequent that as of right now, people are not pricing stuff in Bitcoin. Okay, people are pricing Bitcoin into dollars. Okay, so as much as people want to say, "Oh, Bitcoin's the best currency," people only care about Bitcoin as long as they could compare it to the value of the dollar. Because at the end of the day, if I don't even have one Bitcoin yet, but I'll get there if this price keeps falling. I'm gonna get there, guys. Let's say, so Bitcoin's like $20,000 right now. If it ever gets to like $1 million or $2 million, you don't think people will sell? I'm gonna tell you right now, I will sell that Bitcoin for some fake fiat American dollars. Because you know what American dollars can get me? Cars, houses, food, access, all this stuff that people actually like. And what could Bitcoin get you? Bitcoin can get you dollars. Okay. So the long story short, I am buying the dip here on Bitcoin, and there's and why am I doing this? Why am I putting real money into fake money? And that's because I'm a gambler. Okay, if you guys, and this is how I know we are fucked as a society. Like we, as bad as this recession is gonna get in the United States, I doubt people are gonna starve. I don't know. Did people starve in 2009? I don't know. We had fat people in 2009. I think the last time Americans starved was back in like the Great Depression. No one's gonna starve this time around. Even if we get the recession, we'll just get fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter. And this is what we do with our money now. We are like, we need to put our money in cryptocurrency while the rest of the world basically burns down, where there's countries out there with people actually don't have a roof over their head and they don't have food to eat. And I'm not talking about like United States homeless people, you know, where they could have nice tents and get services, get people bringing needles to them. No, I'm talking about like you are living in the desert and there's no water. That type of poverty. Do you think they're buying crypto out there? Probably not. They just want some bread. They would trade that Bitcoin for some bread. And here we are, Americans, just wasting so much money on Bitcoin. Just the last couple of days, I put in thousands of dollars into Bitcoin and Ethereum because I'm a piece of shit, honestly. And because I think Bitcoin will eventually go up and I'll be rich and I'll be laughing all the way to the bank. But who knows? I don't know. I don't care if Bitcoin is $20,000. I don't care if it goes down to $10,000, $9,000, $1,000. I am going to buy the dip. Part of me actually wants it to crash even lower so I could put even more money into it. And wouldn't it be funny if Bitcoin was actually a scam and it went down very low and I put all my savings in there and then I become broke? Now that would be a funny story for us all to look back at this moment in 2022 where I'm just gambling and just saying, oh, I want it to go down. The more down it goes, the more I'm buying. Unfortunately, it might pan out because I think there's a lot of people thinking like me out there. And it's unfortunate that if Bitcoin works, if it's a great currency, one day it's a heavy adopter. The sad thing is the people that benefits the most from it are rich people, and people like me. I'm not rich, but I have like money to spare. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck just to like gamble on this, and we could benefit greatly on it, whereas poor people these days are probably not buying Bitcoin or Dogecoin, maybe Shiba coin, that they will get no part of this, and it'll be, by the time they do buy it, it'll be too late. The other coin I'm buying is Ethereum. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know how Ethereum works. Okay, it's just like, it takes out the middleman. It's smart contracts and all that shit sounds dumb to me. Or maybe I'm dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, whatever they're doing, they're like, oh, yeah, I was talking to my brother. He's trying to tell me, oh, yeah, Ethereum, you could build apps on it. I'm like, oh, yeah, buddy, there are no apps now. We don't have apps. We don't have apps right now. I just play Words with Friends just right now. Just beating this lady, dude. Just killing her. We have apps. What is Ethereum good for? That being said, I also put additional thousands of dollars into that currency. Like I said, because I am scum. Okay, I have money that I could be donating these thousands of dollars to some country I've never heard of, but instead I'm buying fake money. Okay, at least if I bought Beanie Babies, it could keep me warm. I could throw it in the fire or put it in my bed, stuff it into a pillowcase and make it turn into a pillow. But no, I'm just buying these cryptocurrencies thinking that one day I'll get rich. But maybe I will. I don't know. You think I will? I hope I do. I mean, if I do get rich, you'll probably never see me again here, but who knows? So speaking of crypto, I can't stop talking about Celsqueeze Network. If you guys have been following the crypto stories at all, like Celsqueeze Network recently froze all withdrawals from people, and they own like hundreds of billions of assets, crypto assets. So maybe they're fake assets of people's money, and a lot of people are put all their life savings into it that aren't able to pull their money out. So it's really sad right now, and I was actually one of these people. I put in more than my savings, right? I took out a loan, I doubled up my money to put in there so I could generate yield, right, on return on my investment. And I was lucky enough to get out almost completely, right? I left my sell tokens in there, which was worthless at that point. So 99% of my money I pulled out. I made money off of Celsqueeze. I made probably for sure over $10,000 on their interest rates in the last 1.5 years. So I came out on top. I made money. I got my money back. I got the yield. I repaid my loan. I made not a lot of money, but this is 2 months. Let's just say 2 months salary. I just made that. So I feel very lucky. And maybe because I'm super smart and got out at the right time. I'm just kidding. I didn't. It was just lucky. I had a feeling a lot of bad news were coming out, and a lot of people were pulling out. I wasn't the only one that withdrew my funds, and which is why they actually had to pause all withdrawals, because a lot of people were doing what they call a bank run, which was grabbing all their funds out. What's unfortunate right now, but also kind of funny, is that people are before I learned about Celsius, I was researching, I was watching these YouTube videos by these other creators that are like talking about the platform, how great it is. All these fools are in denial right now. You know, they're like, "Oh, it's not his fault." I believe. Just one guy I watch, I don't want to say his name. I think he's a mid-sized YouTuber. I don't know, way bigger than me. Thank you to my 5 followers. Please like and subscribe. He's just like, "Oh, I know, deep down in my heart that Celsius is gonna do whatever they can to get us our money back." They don't seem like the kind to create a Ponzi scheme. I was like, dude, you're not getting your money back. And I'm not just saying that like in a gleeful way because I got my money back on time, but I don't see a way where they could just return their money. You know what I mean? How are they going to do it? Do you think they'll be able to return all your money? No one's going to take any loss? That's not going to happen. They've taken really bad risk in the crypto market, and I just don't see that happening. But it's just so funny to see people just in denial, man. Like, I feel bad for these people. It's funny because you know they're gonna go through the different. They can go through all the steps of grief. First is denial, then is anger. Right? I can't wait to see them finally be angry. Like, I can't believe they lied to us. I can't believe I trusted them. What was funny? Some guy was trying to say like, well, Celsius has been paying yield back for the past 4 years. They've had a track record of returning money for people for the past 4 years until this point. And I'm like, dude, have we forgot about Bernie Madoff? I'm pretty sure Bernie Madoff like ran his Ponzi hedge fund for almost 20 years. I think it was like 15 to 20 years. And if you took your dividends, or if you didn't reinvest your dividends, there are a lot of people that made money off of Bernie Madoff. There are people that actually made money off of it, but also a lot of people that lost everything and killed themselves. And this is where we're at. So you think of a Ponzi that we have an actual Ponzi that ran for 20 years. You don't think one could run because they were paying people for 4 years? The denial is funny. It's just, I can't stop watching these videos, and I hope they make a lot of ad money getting their money back. But they're like, oh yeah, they're going to do whatever it takes. There's a small group of people out there right now. I think this is such a bad move that they want to double down on Celsius. So Celsius has a token. A lot of these crypto places have their own like coin, which does nothing. And Celsius's coin really does nothing at all. I own a little bit of it. I bought $1,000 worth of it, and I think it's worth like $20 right now. Whatever, my loss. I've gambled thousands of dollars on stupider things and will continue. But there are people that are trying to turn the Cell token into the next like GameStop. So you guys don't remember GameStop was like a couple dollars, jumped all the way to $300 because a lot of people are shorting that stock. And they realized there was more shorts than actual supply, so they bought up all the stock, making it jump up because the people shorting it would have to buy back. They're trying to do the same with Celsius, except it's a little different, okay? Celsius coin is still hold, like a majority of people who hold Celsius, the coin is Alex Mashinsky, the CEO, and Celsius Network, the company, and people who are working for the company. And the coin got down as low as 15 cents. Okay, and people are trying to say, oh, you know, if we all buy it up, we could like shoot it up to $10 or even $100. And I'm like, dude, are you guys insane? Why are you doing that for? If you lost like a ton of money in the app, why are you putting even more money? If you lost your half your life savings, why would you put your whole life savings to gamble on this to save a company? Because you know what they're going to do when that price of Cell token is going to go up? They're going to sell it, right? So they could make money. So Celsius, so Alex Mashinsky could make money. They think just because they're going to raise it, like the company's not going to sell that crappy token. This is how people lose even more money. And this is when like you go from thinking about killing yourself to actually doing it. Please don't do it, obviously, but you know, whatever. Free world, free country. Is this even America? But yeah, don't do that. But people are doing it, and I'm just watching this in real life. And it's going to be a miraculous fall to the bottom. It's going to crash and burn. You know what I mean? Let me see how much is it worth right now, Celsqueeze. Because I know some people are buying in. It'll hit a low of 15 cents, mind you, okay? So let's see what's the current price of Celsqueeze token. It is currently at 95 cents. Oh my god, dude. It's actually fucking working, guys. Oh shit, maybe I should buy some Celsqueeze token too. Maybe this crazy act is gonna work out. Ugh. But did I miss the boat? That's almost 8 times. That's 8 times. From 15 to 95 cents. What's that? How many times is that? Jeez, this is from last week. I could have made a ton of money. 95 divided by 15. That's 6 times. 6 times the money. So if you had $1,000, that would have turned into $6,000 over a week. You just bought the sell token last week. I take back everything I say, guys. We need to go after the Celsqueeze token short squeeze. I was wrong. I should have bought some last week at 15 cents. I would be at 95 cents, and by the time it goes to $10, I'll be a multi-billionaire. So I don't know. Maybe these guys are know something I don't. Maybe they're gonna be rich. Maybe they're the smart ones because they doubled down on a Ponzi scheme. Okay. So I was wrong. Buy sell token. I'm gonna buy some. Probably not. Maybe if it falls down. Here's the thing. I think there might be another opportunity actually but it might kill a bunch of people if the next time it goes back to 15 because these fools are gonna lose all their money. But the recession hasn't hit yet. I think stocks are going to continue to fall. And crypto's going to keep falling as long as interest rate keeps going up. It's going to keep crashing down. So I might have another opportunity. Okay, so let me make this guarantee to you right now. If sell token goes down to under 20 cents again, I'm going to buy some. Okay, maybe like not $10,000. What am I, crazy? Maybe $1,000 and see if I get double, triple all my money back. But is it worth it? I mean, I already put $1,000 into it when it was like $5.50. So I'll only be breaking even if it goes back to $5. No, I don't know. What am I talking about? I'm not making sense. But yeah, maybe I'll put in $1,000 if it goes under 20 cents. I'm starting to ramble here, guys. It's not good. Yeah, I really need I think I need to start doing some podcasts with other people, because this is crazy. I need to talk to other people so I don't need to ramble to myself because a lot of stuff that comes out of my mouth don't make sense. Anyway, let me give you guys an update on how my comedy is doing. Come to my show July 1st, Friday, July 1st at the Booze Land. Tickets are free. Please buy a drink. And I have new jokes. So please come see me. And let me tell you, I was starting to get burnt out when I was hosting these shows. I was doing them weekly, from May to first week of June, I think. And I was like, dude, I'm over this. Hosting a show is not what it seems to be. It's a lot of pressure. I didn't want to write. I didn't even want to go to the other open mics. I was just so burnt out. But now that I'm doing monthly, these last couple of weeks, comedy has gotten fun again for me. I'm starting to write new jokes. Like it just comes to me and I write them down. I'm like having fun telling them again, even though some of the crowds don't like it. I'm at least having fun. It's such a weird thing to talk about stand-up comedy, especially because I'm not good at it. And most of the people that are doing it are not good, and some of these guys are even pros. Like most people are not good at comedy, but I think for me, I continue to do comedy because I have a compulsion to say stuff on stage. I don't even know if it's on stage, but I have a compulsion to kind of speak what's on my mind, and it's not even exactly fun all the time. A lot of times, stand-up sucks. It's a grind. It's depressing. It just, punishes you. But for some reason, I just have the need to keep doing it. It's a compulsion. Like, I can't help but do it. even if it's bad. It's kind of like eating chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. I can't even speak right now, and I think that works out. Like doing comedy for me is kind of like eating shitty food. I can't help but do it. It might be bad for me. It might be making me less happy. I'm just like, I just gotta do it. I just gotta eat a whole cheesecake and go and tell jokes for 5 minutes and have nobody laugh at my jokes and have nobody put me on their shows. But I still gotta do it. I still gotta do it. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this episode short. I could talk about a lot of stuff. Ukraine selling our weapons on the dark web. Fake Klay Thompson getting banned for life. Having a bad experience on a Father's Day lunch. But I can save it for next week, dude. I'm going to cut this episode a little short today. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please come check out my show. New jokes. Fridays, July 1st. Love you. Don't lose too much money in the stock market or crypto. But, also, as Drake said, you only live once. So I'm going to be putting all my money into the stock market and the crypto market, as I'm going to put more money as it's falling down. I'm going to catch the falling knife because I'm a degenerate. I love you. Goodbye.